You find yourself jumping from one shiny object to the next, thinking it's going to be the magic strategy that you've been waiting for to have the success in your business. Well, I'm going to tell you, it's actually doing this that is hurting you and keeping you from experiencing the success that you want. Let's talk about this. I have imagery today. Okay. This is something my daughter put together for me in my office. This little chain of paper clips. So let's break this down. Say that we've started working on building a business, right? And then we're not seeing the fast results that we want because we kind of know that businesses are not get rich quick schemes, but yet there's a part of us that wants them to be. And for some of us, we need it to be because we're stuck in some lack mindset and there's some fear, right? That's kind of running the show. So we're looking at all of these different things and we're like, okay, this person is doing that and they're making all this money, so I should be doing that. And then we try it and we implement it maybe for like 2 weeks. And then it's like, oh, that didn't work. So now this person is doing this. So I should try this and I have to implement this. And so what keeps happening in your business is every time you start putting pieces together and you say, okay, well, now I'm going to try this other strategy. We're kind of just dismantling, if I can dismantle this. We're dismantling our business and then we're trying to put it back together, right? In a different way. It's like, well, maybe if I put it back together in this way, that'll get me a better result. Well, it's been 2 weeks and this isn't working. So let me take this apart again. Right. And then we try something else. Here's the reality. This is why most businesses fail. Because there are marketers out there that are promising, I'll plug this funnel into your business and you'll have $10,000 in the next 5 days, or you'll make my $100,000 months just like I did with this funnel. And then we get nothing. Or we've got people promising that if we just run this specific ad strategy, you're going to make all this money in 5 days. Or if you just do this, you're going to make money in 10 days. Well, the problem with that is the what next? Because a lot of times those strategies are just that. They're a temporary strategy for a quick win to get a little something, a little result, and then we have no idea what to do next. And so there's no sustainability. There's no duplication in this because we already tried it. We used our audience and then there that went. So what now? What do I do now? And so, let me go find the next strategy, right? And so we keep taking it apart and putting it back together, hoping we're going to find this perfect strategy that's going to make us $1 million in a month. Okay. Here's this, right? Those strategies often do more harm than good because they do not create a solid foundation in a business. They do not create trust in the marketplace. They do not build relationships. They do not create sustainability. And so as women, especially intuitive women, we desire and crave stability and security. And so we'll find these strategies and we try them and maybe we can sustain them for a little while because they're usually like bro markety hustle, like, come on, get in there, get it done before we burn out. But for a lot of us, it's hard to even enact it because it just feels so disconnected from who we are, so out of alignment with who we are. We're also told that we have to have tens of thousands of dollars to invest in mentorship to actually find that secret, right? That secret process that's needed in order to build a successful business. Whew, there's so many lies out there, right? You don't have to have that much money in order to get mentorship. I know that for a fact because you don't have to have that much to get mine. Okay. You don't have to have these flashy things to plug into your business. And there's not some magic recipe or magic solution outside of you. Your own intuition and your own inner guidance knows what to do. if you have felt called to share your gifts and abilities with the collective, it is because you are meant to, and you are meant to be supported in doing so. That is validation enough. If you have felt that call, if you have felt that pull on your soul to share and to support the collective in this way, that is what you're meant to do. The problem is that we keep tearing it apart and putting it back together because of one main, we're not listening to our own intuition. We're not following our own inner guidance. And this isn't your fault, okay? I see this all the time with intuitive women because growing up, we were told we can't trust ourselves, right? That we don't know what we're talking about, that we're just making it up, etc., right? Because we used to see things or hear things or experience things, and everyone just kind of dismissed it and made us feel like we were dumb, right? And incompetent and incapable. The reality is we have the most powerful business tool available, and that is our own intuition. Do we need a specific framework to build a business? We do. We do. There's no way around that. Okay. And that's why I share that framework openly for only $7. That's my intuitive femme framework. It's literally like, this is the structure. This is the masculine part of your business that you need to have put together in order to have a business online. Just that simple. Okay. This is what you need. Right. The rest of that, when it comes to your success, when it comes to your strategy, has to do with what you're being guided to do. Sorry to interrupt this video. I'm sure that you're loving it, but if you are loving it, I want to make sure that you remember to grab your copy of the Intuitive Femme Framework. This is a 40-page playbook that I put together that breaks down the entire framework you're going to need to build a sustainable, scalable, and aligned feminine business in the online coaching space. So if you're looking to scale your business to multiple 6 and 7 figures and want to do it in a feminine aligned way without burnout and without the gross marketing bro hustle, grab this. You can either click the link below or scan the code. Anytime I work with a new client, I want to know, what has your guidance been telling you to do? What feels right to you? What do you want to do? How do you want to serve? I was having a beautiful conversation with one of my clients the other day about learning and understanding who she is and how she wants to serve her community. And for those of you that are familiar and know, one of the things that I specialize in with mindset work is healing the witch wound, right? That fear of persecution. I don't want to show up. I'm terrified of showing up, right? Because I'm going to be persecuted. I'm going to upset somebody, say the wrong thing. Okay. So that's that energy. And so I have those witches wound archetypes that I created and developed. And so knowing her archetype, I was able to have an idea of the way that she can market that it's going to feel aligned to her. That's not going to feel activating to her. When we feel activated in our strategy, we're not going to do it, right? We're not going to show up. If this feels intimidating or scary or whatever, we're not going to do it. But if we can find a strategy and be guided to a strategy that feels aligned to us, because we're following what our own internal guidance is telling us to do, then we're going to find that we love showing up in our business. That feels natural. It feels so yummy. It feels good. So for this particular client and her particular archetype, she needed a specific strategy because other strategies felt really uncomfortable to her. They just weren't going to work for her. She was not going to be able to show up in her business in those ways. So we had to figure out, okay, well, what ways do you feel safe and comfortable and that feel aligned for you to show up? Her body and her own guidance knew. They knew the ways. But because we're in this space of we're seeing this guru and this person and that person saying, oh, you have to cold DM or you have to spend money on ads or you have to do this. And it's like, wait, what? Like, I just want to help people, right? I just want to help people. Okay? It doesn't have to be that complicated. And it's not that complicated. When we have the framework in place and then we learn how to tune into our own guidance, we're then able to act and allow that framework to support us. So if you are someone who has been thinking, well, I just need the next strategy and the next strategy and the next strategy, I want to invite you to stop taking it apart and putting it back together and actually look at what you have and tune in and ask, what am I meant to do with this? What am I meant to do? How do I share this with the collective? What does it need to look like? And start following that guidance. Don't surrender your power by thinking that there's some magical guru out there that has all the solutions. You have access to those solutions. And it's just learning how to tune in and trust them. And then sometimes having guidance and mentorship from someone who knows the business strategy side of things and who understands the mindset and the intuitive guidance that can help you merge that together. Once you operate from an aligned space like that, things start to shift very, very quickly. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment them below, and I'll see you on the next video.